three people have been conferred the Nobel Prize in the field of chemistry. The very first being Mr. Baker, Hassabis, Hello students, welcome back to Paathshala classes. This is Shashwat, one of the faculty members of Paathshala classes, and today we are going to discuss who are the Nobel Prize winners of 2024, particularly in the field of chemistry. This is our second part for the Nobel Prize winners. I hope you are following the other lectures as well. So, three people have been conferred the Nobel Prize in the field of chemistry. The very first being Mr. Baker, Hassabis, and lastly Jumper, who has been awarded the Nobel Prize in 2024 in the field of chemistry for pioneering protein research. ये इनका डोमेन है जिसके चलते इनको मिला है. One by one we'll see कौन है ये तीनों शख्स. The 2024 Nobel Prize in Chemistry has been awarded to Mr. David Baker for his innovative work in computational protein design, and to Demis Hassabis and Mr. John M. Jumper for their collective work in groundbreaking the AI-based protein structure prediction. These discoveries, recognized by the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences, represent major advancement in understanding and designing proteins. आपको पिछले वाले लेक्चर में ही बताया था, if you are following the lectures, the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences is the body which confers these prizes in science, right? ये आपको literal ही समझ आ रहा होगा, sciences used है already इसमें, right? ये डिटेल में हम नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स पे देखेंगे कि इनका काम क्या है, कैसे हुआ है, क्या फंक्शनिंग है. तो दे हैव बीन रिकॉग्नाइज्ड फॉर कंप्यूटेशनल प्रोटीन डिजाइन. The other half was awarded jointly, as already said कि collectively इन दोनों शख्स को मिला है, Mr. Demis और Mr. Jumper को, who belong to, Mr. Demis belongs to Google DeepMind, London, England, and Mr. John M. Jumper belongs to Google DeepMind, London, UK again. They have been recognized for protein structure prediction. The discovery focuses on proteins. Fine. Now, protein बस एक बहुत अम्ब्रेला टर्म हो गया. इनका स्पेसिफिक कौन सा डोमेन में रहा है रिसर्च, वो हम देखते हैं. द वेरी फर्स्ट बीइंग with regard to the proteins, the very fundamental chemical tools in all living organisms, protein, इन पे इनका रिसर्च रहा है. इनका रिसर्च दो तीन चीजों के अराउंड रिवॉल्व कर रहा है. पहला, since they control and derive essential chemical reactions that sustain life, and दूसरा, they also serve various functions such as hormonal balance, antibodies, signal substances, and building blocks of tissues. आपको पता होगा protein is known as the building block of life. वो उनका पहले प्रोटीन को लेकर उनका रिसर्च शुरू था, पहले से ही हो रहा था, काफी वक्त लगा उनको. उसके बाद they have came to the following findings. We'll be looking forward in forthcoming slides. The importance of protein. The protein consists of 20 different amino acids. ये आपके जीके के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये स्लाइड जो है ये जीके के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, सो प्लीज नोट वन बाय वन. बहुत ब्रीफ में है, ज्यादा कुछ हेक्टिक नहीं है. प्रोटीन कंसिस्ट ऑफ 20 डिफरेंट amino acids. Their functions is determined by their three-dimensional structure, which is formed by the folding of amino acid chains. Also that Mr. David Baker has been conferred this prize for his excellent research on computational protein design only. The milestone achievement in the year 2003. 2003 में एक ऑलरेडी माइलस्टोन अचीवमेंट हो चुका था. Now, what was that achievement? Let's look. Mr. David Baker has succeeded in designing a new protein. Unlike any existing natural protein, एक natural protein obviously जो एक inborn होता है, right? लेकिन Mr. David has managed to discover a protein, that is, this protein would be an artificial one. Since then, Baker's research group has created numerous new proteins for pharmaceuticals, vaccines, nanomaterials and tiny sensors. आफ्टर द डिस्कवरी, ये जब 2003 में मिस्टर डेविड बेकर ने एक आर्टिफिशियल प्रोटीन डिस्कवर कर लिया था ऑलरेडी, उसके बाद उसी के थ्रू काफी डेवलपमेंट्स हुए जो कि हमारे इन सब चीजों में बहुत हद तक बेनिफिशियल रहे हैं. ऑल्सो दैट his work involves re-engineering life's building blocks in order to create imaginative and functional proteins. Lastly, Mr. Demis and John Humper, that is collectively, they both have collectively worked on this particular area, has worked on protein structure prediction. Now, what is protein structure prediction? Let's look. Working on the area of protein structure prediction, there are several issues that has been addressed by this discovery. The very first being, since the 1970s, predicting protein structures from amino acid sequences has been a major scientific challenge which has been now resolved by this discovery. These complex folding of amino acids into 3D structure, as already discussed before, was difficult to determine, but now crucial for understanding protein function. कैसे प्रोटीन फंक्शन करता है नहीं करता है, बहुत सिंप्लीफाइड और बहुत अब इजी हो गया है समझने में. The breakthrough in the year 2020, AlphaFold 2. Please take a note of this particular terminology that has been used in the slide. It is very important. AlphaFold 2 is an AI model developed by Mr. Hasubis and Jumper collectively and successfully, who have predicted the structure of virtually all 200 million known proteins. You can imagine, you cannot imagine 200 million. It's not a small number, right? The impact of AlphaFold 2 was widely adopted by over 2 million users from 190 countries. Also that it has been used in a wide range of scientific applications, including understanding antibiotic resistance and visualizing enzymes that are capable of decomposing even plastic. ये बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा डिस्कवरी है क्योंकि कोई भी enzymes cannot ever decompose plastics, right? Why these discoveries do matter? इसका रिलेवेंस क्या है, इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है, इस डिस्कवरी के बाद क्या क्या एक सोसाइटी को एज अ होल बेनिफिट मिल सकता है. विल सी वन बाय वन. द एबिलिटी टू डिजाइन न्यू प्रोटीन्स एंड प्रेडिक्ट प्रोटीन स्ट्रक्चर्स opens up enormous possibilities for science and medicine. It goes unmentioned, right? Also that the application of these discoveries will lead to developing of new drugs and vaccines, also addressing challenges such as antibiotic resistance, and lastly, creating environmentally friendly materials, eco-friendly materials, which also includes enzymes that break down plastic. The most crucial benefit of this particular discovery is going to be that these discoveries represent breakthroughs in biology that provide immense benefits to humankind by offering new ways to combat diseases and also in solving pressing environmental issues. Now, who is Mr. David Baker? थोड़ा सा बस देखना है इसमें डिटेल, ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है. मिस्टर डेविड बेकर हैज बीन बोर्न in the year 1962 in Seattle, USA. He has completed his PhD degree in the year 1989 from the University of California, USA. He has also served as a professor at the University of Washington, USA itself. Now, who is Mr. Demis? Mr. Demis Hassabis is born in the year 1976 in London, England. He has completed his PhD in the year 2009 from the University College London, England itself. And lastly, he has served as a CEO of Google DeepMind, which is situated in London again in the England itself. Mr. John M. Jumper. Mr. John Jumper has been born in the year 1985 in Little Rock, USA. He has completed his PhD degree in the year 2017 from University of Chicago, USA. Lastly, he has served as a senior research scientist at Google DeepMind, which is situated in London, England itself. The prize amount, please note this is very important, that is why I am highlighting it. The prize amount that has been conferred is 11 million Swedish kroner. Please do remember the prize amounts. This is very important for your current affairs and GK section. Mind it, for your CLAT and AILET both. With one half to Mr. David Baker and the other half jointly to Demis and John Jumper. वन हाफ इनको मिला है और जो बचा हुआ हाफ है 50%, और बचा हुआ जो 50% है ये दो लोगों को ज्वाइंटली मिला है, मिस्टर डेमिस और मिस्टर जॉन जंपर को. तो आज के लिए बस इतना ही. Stay connected to Paathshala classes for your regular updates with regard to current affairs and general knowledge. Also, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel of Paathshala classes for regular updates, and for your doubt redresser, you can subscribe to the Telegram channel of Paathshala classes. Thank you so much for connecting with us.